this is so hard to explain because I know with every ounce in me, 100%, I have this feeling within me that God, like, literally told me if I would have gotten that surgery, I was supposed to die on that table. What's up, y'all? It's your girl, AD, here, back at it again with another video. It's been a long time since I've been even, I don't know, been outside, literally. Today I'm going to do a story time that I have literally tried to record, I don't know, like 100 times over this past month. So, I'm coming to you as somebody who really doesn't know how to do this video. But emotionally, I haven't been able to. I haven't been there to be able to release this because I haven't even contemplated, like, put my thoughts together on how, like, I really truly feel about the whole situation. As most of you know, your girl went to Miami and I was supposed to get a BBL. What's up, y'all? This is the beginning of my BBL journey. We're on our way to Miami from the O-Town. 3-hour drive. We'll be there in 3 hours. It's 8 o'clock in the morning, so we should be there around 10, hopefully 11. Hopefully 11:30 because this woman got to get gas. So I'm excited. I'm ready. This is real, y'all. This is real. Tomorrow is my surgery, so mommy is gonna be the camera woman while there was a gas station at Miami. For those of you who don't know what a BBL is, it stands for Brazilian butt lift, and basically it's a fat transfer. The surgeon, depending on some surgeons only do like 3 selective areas of fat and they place it into the buttocks area. My surgeon was going to do 12 specific areas and put it into the buttocks region. And honestly, like I said, I haven't really come to terms with everything and how I feel, because I know some of you are gonna be like, girl, like, get over it, like it didn't happen, like, get on, like, with your life. But you have to understand, I've been preparing for the surgery for like 9 years. I've wanted to get the surgery for 9 years. I've researched it, I've looked up surgeons, I've looked up places, I looked up just like any possible way. You know, I wanted to do Dr. Miami, but Dr. Miami has a 2-year waiting list, and your girl was like, oh, that's a long time. And not only that, he's pricey. But of course he's pricey. He's the surgeon to the stars, and he does a killer job. So in researching places, I had discovered this one place. I'm not going to disclose the name of the place. We'll just call it French Beauty Plastic Surgery. French Beauty Plastic Surgery. That's not the name. In Miami, and we'll call my doctor Foreign Nice. Right? So I had initially prepared for this surgery financially. I was able, to do it. The surgery with the surgeon that I had chose was only going to cost me around $3,500 because the surgeon was relatively new to the location spot. He was a new hire for that specific surgery location, and that's why it was going to be so cost efficient. And I said, okay, that's doable. I had researched the place, and I made my deposit. When was it? I made my deposit like first week, like October 1st, something like that. End of September, early October. And I was down, like I was really going to go through with it. I was super excited because everything was like falling into place. I had researched other places, like I wanted to do goals, and it was either between goals in New York, this one in Dominican Republic, I forgot what it's called, but like he did a killer job, and the one in Miami that I had researched. So I did an inquiry for the Dominican Republic, the New York one, and then the Miami one. The issue with the Dominican Republic one, I was just like, because it was, first off, I'm half Dominican, so I felt comfortable like going to like half my homeland, to get that done. And the surgeons, they were good, but then The thing about getting plastic surgery in a foreign country is a lot of people don't want to touch you. A lot of surgeons don't want to touch you, like if something goes wrong. So I said, okay, let me see what I can do in the States. Goals, I wanted to do it so bad. I was like, yo, goals, like the results are perfect. It's in like an area of New York. Since I was born in New York, like I was familiar with the area in New York. The location was at. I was like, yo, this is dope. So I was trying to do an inquiry, but it was like the person that I was inquiring wasn't responding to me. Like it took forever. Like I called them, like the call was failing. Like everything like wasn't like, I don't know, on their part, like the communication aspect, it wasn't it, you know. And the cool thing about them is they do their procedure. They can either do, I saw a lot of their procedures, like, because I was researching, obviously. And the girls are awake, but they put, like, some numbing. So, obviously, they're not going to feel it. So, I was like, okay, that's dope. But I was kind of scared because it was like, yo, I kind of want to go under anesthesia because I don't want to be awake during that process. And then I had found the location where I was going to get my surgery. So I did an inquiry with the Miami one, and the Miami one, they responded, and I was like, all right, so this is it, bet. I was researching the doctor, and the doctor, his results, like for him, like starting out in that place, I was like, okay, he's only gonna get better, because I wanted to get mine done. I was a senior in college at the time, so I wanted to get mine done after I graduated college, because it makes no sense to get your surgery done and you have to sit, like, because the waiting time, you can't sit for 2 to 3 weeks. You can't be in work. You can't go to work for like 2 to 3 weeks, and you can't sit for, what is it, like 6 weeks or something like that. So I was like I researched this. I was like, oh snap. So I'm just gonna wait until I graduate. So it was literally, we had coordinated the week after my graduation from college. I said, okay, I'm gonna do it the week after I graduate. It makes sense, so I can go to Miami, because I live in Orlando. But I was going to college in Philly, near the Philly area. So it was like, okay, everything's like, it's going up, and then I'll have enough, because they had given me an online portal. So with the online portal, I can make my payments, and your full payment isn't fully due until, I believe it's 2 weeks before your surgery date. So I was doing everything. I got the money perfectly, like in time. Not only that, 30 days before your surgery, you can't drink any caffeine. So I didn't drink any caffeine. You have to stop taking your birth control pills if you're on the pill. So I stopped taking my pill 30 days. And you can't drink any alcohol. So that means I couldn't even turn up, right? I didn't turn up for my own graduation. Like we went out, but I didn't drink any lick, no alcohol, nothing. Literally, I said, okay, my surgery date is May 14th. My last drink was probably like April something, because it was my cousin's birthday, and she went to some spot in Philly. So I was like, all right, like I'm really going through with this. So I get my lab works done, because you have to get lab works literally 30 days before your surgery. Lab works, sent them in, everything. Mind you, when you make your inquiry, they ask you to take a picture of how you look. So you take a picture, basically essentially naked, of your front, the side, and the back. And you send them to the location. So I did that when I did my initial inquiry. It was end of September, early October, right? So we're going, now I'm fast forwarding, okay? So I had booked my hotel and everything. So my plan was I was going to go with 2 of my really close friends. And the plan was they were going to go with me, because I needed somebody to, basically, if you're under local anesthesia, you will not be released unless you have someone to be released to. Just legally, that's just how they work. They won't allow you to like go anywhere unless you're released to somebody, just because it's like your safety type of thing. So that's why I needed one of my friends to like go with me, and then the other one was going to record, because I wanted to document the experience. So fast forward, the month before, they both told me that they couldn't go. So I was like, oh shoot, like what am I gonna do? Like I need, really? People cannot drive in Florida, I swear, excuse me. But so that failed through. So I was literally like calling everything, making phone calls. I was like, nah, I'm getting my surgery. Like I waited so long. Like college literally ruined me. Like I came in, a completely different person than who I left. Like, I didn't even recognize myself. And I wasn't just doing this surgery. I need to make something clear. I wasn't doing this surgery out of insecurity or anything like that. I am super secure with the way that I look, my body. It wasn't even that, like, body image issues. It was, I wanted to do something for me. Like, this was my graduation present, you know? Like, this school literally, like, it kind of, like, I went through hell in that school. And it kind of ruined me in a sense. So I just wanted, like, a present back to me, you know? Like, like, y'all put me through hell, but you know what? You're gonna give me a graduation gift at the end of the day. So that was my main purpose and premise. It was more for that, and also for those of you who don't know, I am aspiring to be, like, I'm gonna be an actress someday, and I know I'm putting that into the atmosphere, and I know it's gonna happen in all the right timing, but I'm trying to invest into my body so I can be the best me possible and I have a chance when I enter in the rooms for castings and auditions, right? So back to the story. So I was like, yo, mom, like, I know it's super short notice, right? Because it's a month before my surgery, like 3 weeks before even that, like less than a month. And I was like, yo, my friends, like, they can't do it. Like, I really need you. I got a stern talking to. Like, yo, like, you can't be doing this last minute. Like, when it comes down to stuff, you need to make sure you, like, can count. And I was like, mom, like, I know, like, I don't need this talking to. Like, I know, like, I'm aware, like, I messed up. Like, I'm sorry. So she said, all right. So she was going, I asked her to take off work the day of my surgery, the day before, and then it was the day that I needed her to drive me back because she had to work. So I had to be in Miami that full week because obviously if anything happens, like, you have to be there that week. So the doctor's, like, fully aware because they have to take out your drains for the lymphic massages. Like, my surgery came with 2 free massages and a free garment. So with the 2 free massages, it was like, okay, I have to be in the area in order to for everything just to go right. So I had what's it called? I had done that, and then my grandmother, you know, my aunt and my uncle, my grandmother, they were already gonna go to Miami, but they were gonna go to Miami in July for, like, a vacation. But my grandmother, she's the type of person that she always wants to help, and she's always trying to care for people. So she was like, I'll be there, I'll take care of you, like, Adri, you need me. And I was like, all right, bet, like, yeah, like, this is perfect. So I was like, sorry, I got an itch. Oh, that's for my makeup brush. I was like, yeah, bet, the more the merrier, you know? And plus, it's like, it's easier for me if, like, I have somebody there taking care of me, because I'm essentially, like, especially the first 3 days, because, like I said, I did my research, the first 3 days are literally hell, pure hell. So I was like, all right, bet. So fast forward right to graduation. Everything's, like, accounted for. I was like, all right, everything's going right. I go back to Orlando 3 days after, and we go to Miami literally the day of my pre-op, because the day before your surgery is when you're supposed to meet your surgeon and all this, and sign all this paperwork. You have to do, like, more pictures. So we were literally, once I got there, okay, the emails told me, my coordinator told me, okay, you have to be there before 12. Make sure you're there before 12 because you have, like, to do, like, everything that you need to do for your pre-op. And I was like, all right, bet. I kid you not, I was there for 3 to 4 hours. We got there at 12. We didn't leave till, like, 3:30, 4 o'clock. I'm not even, like, being over dramatic. Like, my mom was livid because she was like, why are we waiting? I was like, we can't even check into the hotel at 3:30 anyway, so chill. But yeah, my mom has no patience. I have so much patience, my mom, in comparison to my mother. I love her to death for coming, but she just made that a little bit more stressful. So I'm signing the paperwork. Then they're also taking pictures. So I have to strip down. They take pictures of me again. So of the front, the side, and the back, right? I'm signing all this paperwork, reading thoroughly, like basically like if anything happens, like they're not liable type of thing. Like that's the type of stuff you sell, because you have to sign for a BBL, because the BBL, like I said, is like probably one of the most dangerous cosmetic surgery. Probably one of the most dangerous cosmetic surgeries. Like I said, so literally, I kid you not. I signed everything, and I actually met like a girl who was getting her butt done by one of the doctors that like I was looking on YouTube too, that I really wanted. He is phenomenal. And mind you, she already went there. She got her ass done by the doctor that she went to again for round 2, right? Yo, her ass was perfect. I was like, girl, you already got that fat little fatty. Look at that. Perfect. She's like, girl, I need my waist snatched a little bit more. Like, we were just talking and all that, and I was just like, I'm trying to get on your level. Like, I'm trying to be like you, sis. So, but yeah, that happened. I didn't get to meet my doctor because he was super overly booked. The thing about that place is they overbook a little bit too much. Not a little bit, a lot of it. Like literally super busy, overbooked, and it's like really bad for business at the end of the day, because you're not giving everybody the same treatment, you know what I mean? Like the same amount of like customer service. So like that's why it took so long, because they're overbooked. So I was like, you know what? Like I noticed that. So that was red flag number 1. Also, like I said, I had to get measured for my faja. So I had gotten the free faja, and then I had to pay for another faja, right? So I got a stage 2 faja. So that's after all the swelling, because when you first get the surgery, you are going to be swollen. So I got my stage 2 faja, and then I had to wait because I guess the girl had an emergency and she had to leave, blah blah blah. I'm not too sure about the details. That looks too big. Yeah, way too big on me. Yeah. So after that, we got to leave finally. So I left, and then they said you can't basically like eat or drink anything 24 hours before your surgery. So they scheduled me for 3 o'clock the next day. I was like, all right, bet. Right? Here's the thing. Hold on. I have to check something. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Your bitch is here. Your bitch is here. Your bitch is here. Sorry, y'all. I'm doing an SOS rescue mission, and I had to check my GPS. But yeah. So I come back the next day. Like I literally, like I went to Miami, like prepared. Like I had bought everything. Like if y'all saw my video I posted about my BBL, like I literally like got all this stuff ahead of time. Made sure I was all set, brought outfits that like I would be able to be like moving and like have my faja, and like that won't be tight and constricting, and like will allow me to basically like be okay. So today's the day, y'all. Surgery's at noon. I did everything last night. I showered last night, put on deodorant last night because I can't wear deodorant today. But since it's 24 hours, I was like, if I'm doing it tonight, then I should be fine. So this should be interesting. Very interesting. I get to meet my doctor today. I'm so pumped. And yeah, he's gonna draw me. So I braided my hair. Like that took forever. I did that myself. It's a little braid, so I didn't have to like do it for the week, because like you can't shower like the day like after your surgery, and yeah, like basically all this stuff. So the day of the surgery, right? Didn't eat, didn't drink, went in at 3. Went in at my scheduled time. Again, there for hours before they call my name, right? So they finally call my name, and they're like, okay, you got to do a urine test, because that's just what you have to do. They have to make sure you're good. And I was like, all right, bet. So I did my urine sample. I was good, and then they're like, all right, you got to strip, and you put on like the medical, like the medical robe. You put your hair in the little hair cap, and you're gonna see like the surgeon and stuff like that. So I strip, I put all my important things in a bag, and then I go into this room and I have to wait for my doctor. what did I call him? Dr. Accent Nice. Yeah, Dr. Accent Nice, we're calling him. So I'm waiting in the room forever, you know. I'm doing videos, like I'm super excited, I'm taking pictures. I finally, this lady comes in, she takes more pictures of me, and I'm like, damn, like they taking all these pictures of me naked, and I'm not marked. So my doctor comes in, he was like, hi, how are you doing? Super sweet, love his vibe, amazing. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm super excited, like this is really great. So I tell him like the desired look I'm looking for. So he's like, it was one of those pictures that I showed him, that was actually one of the girls that he did. He was like, yeah, that girl, she's from Vegas, I did her work, or whatever. Like, that's the type of buttocks that you're looking for is what we call an orange booty. It was like, all right, yes, doctor, make me citrusy, whatever you got to do, doctor. Accent Nice. So, Dr. Accent Nice, he draws me up. He's like, you got a perfect shape for it. Like, you're going to be great. And then he asked me, he's like, your birthmark. I have a birthmark to the right of my belly button. He was like, this birthmark really, I'm kind of concerned about it. Like, it has to stay the same shape. I'm like, the birthmark, I was born with it, literally, like, since I came out the womb. Like, it's grown as I've grown, but, like, it's hasn't grown dramatically or changed shape or anything like that. Like, it's been the same. He was like, oh, okay. I was like it's perfectly fine. It's nothing crazy, right? Because the birthmark, it's significantly darker. It's literally, it's like super dark. Like, I kid you not. Like, it's literally like a dark brown. Like, it's probably the same color of my hair. So he's like, all right. So he's drawing me, right? And then he takes pictures of me with the pen marks. He was like, all right, so the anesthesiologist is gonna come in, and once he comes in, he's gonna prep you, and we'll go to the table. So I'm waiting a little bit more for the anesthesiologist. The anesthesiologist comes in, is like, hey, are you allergic to anything? I'm like, not that I know of. So he's like, all right, you ready? Let's go. I go to the room where they do surgery. I'm like, oh my God, like, this is real. I kid you not, I was scared that whole entire time that I was waiting. Like, I was uncontrollably scared. And I was like, God, like I was really praying to God, like, yo, like, I asked you to be with me. Like, when I kid you not, I may seem like I, you know, super secure, super confident. Like, this is probably the most scared I've ever been in my life, because I'm literally giving my, I don't know how to word this, like, my life is in somebody else's hands type of thing, and I have no control once I lay on that bed and, like, he does what he has to do. So I'm literally, like, I've been praying and praying and praying, like, for so long. I've been asking other people to pray. Thank you to everyone who was praying for me. Like, when I tell you, like, I was so scared. Like, I've never been that scared in my life. And, like, I just had this feeling. Like, I don't know. I can't even describe. Like, even some of my friends, you know, a lot of people were like, yes, girl. Like, I can't wait to see you get it. Like, it's going to look good. And I was like, I already know. But some particular friends were like, is it really worth it? Like, you could really lose your life. And I understand that. And the crazy thing about it is literally, like, a couple of days before that, at another, like, place, like, Miami plastic surgery community is, like, super tight knit. Like, a girl died. She lost her life from getting the same surgery, a BBL. And, like, her 3 kids have to go, like, living their life without their mom. But when I tell you, literally, I was super scared, and I don't know, like, there was just something, like, unsettling, like, in my spirit. So the anesthesia, but I still, like, I wanted to do it. Like, once my mind set on something, it's set. There's no changing it. So, like I said, the anesthesiologist takes me into the room where I'm getting my surgery. I'm laying on the table. He, like, puts my arms down, and he's like, all right, so I'm gonna put this IV in you. Basically, you're gonna feel a burning sensation, and you're gonna start to fall asleep. And once you wake up, you'll be done, right? Give me a second. Sorry, like I said, I'm doing an SOS rescue mission. So he puts the IV in me, and I was like, I feel it. I felt it. It was like a tingling sensation. Like, it was kind of burning. Like, if you were to put, like, one of those, like, heating creams, topicals in your arms, and, like, then, like, literally, like, that tiredness, like, it hit me like a ton of bricks. Like, I'm looking up at the light, and I was just like, oh, I feel it. And then he's like, yep, I told you. And I was like, oh, okay. So I'm out like a light, like I'm not, right? And as soon as I wake up, I'm in a different room. She was like, yes, God, thank you so much for like keeping me alive. Like, it's crazy. So I wake up and I look and I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm thinking that they did the surgery because I see they put this topical thing on you. I guess it's to kill like whatever, like when they're doing surgery to like sterilize the body. And I'm like, oh, that's the surgery cream that they put on. And I was like, I don't feel like any pain. But at this point, my body's still numb because I just woke up from the anesthesia. So I was like, I don't feel anything. And then I'm to one of the doctors, not the doctors, to one of the nurses. I'm like, am I a Barbie? And she's like, no, sweetie, I'm sorry. I'm gonna get the doctor for him to talk to you. And I'm like, huh? Like, I'm still like, I'm kind of, out of it because of the anesthesia, but like my body's coming too. So I'm trying to like look and like see. So I'm trying to twist my body and like see like what's going on. So finally, after a minute, Dr. Nice Accent, he comes in. He's like, hi, Adriana. So I decided not to operate on you because of your birthmark. I'm not sure if you're aware, but a beautiful girl just died like a couple days ago, and I wasn't comfortable. In Florida, we're really big for melanoma, and I had someone who was someone who, I don't know if they worked with or one of their specialties was dermatology, come in when you were knocked out under the anesthesia, and they were like, it looks cancerous. I kid you not. My dream, oh my gosh, everything I prepared for it, all my dreams, everything, my heart was crushed. Like, I experienced heartbreak just for the simple fact I prepared so long and extensively. My hopes being high was like, finally, I worked hard for this and I was able to achieve this by myself, right? And the fact that everything I worked hard for, literally, like, in an instant, was taken away from me. I was like, what? So I was still out of it because, right, I'm under anesthesia. So it's like, yeah, I'll call your mom. So my mom had left at that point. My uncle and my aunt and my grandmother were still there. So they moved me from that place to like this couch or whatever, and I'm waiting for them to come in. And I'm at this point like, what the heck? Like, it really didn't like sink in until my uncle came. He got me. I start bawling, literally bawling, because like I said, I worked so hard. I prepared this, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, right? 7.5 months of anticipation of 9 years. And not only that, if y'all really understand what I went through in college, like, I don't think like y'all really can understand like the gravity of like college. Literally, I think it was just because the college that I went to, like, they try to constrict me in who I am so badly because it was a strict school. And this was my one like moment of yes, and it was ripped away because of something that I was born with. When I say that it's affected me so much, just because he said as long as I get a biopsy, I'll come back, right? I still haven't gotten my refund check yet. I'm supposed to get it I was supposed to get it last week, but I'm being graceful because when I say on the financial side and the administrative side, they're so slow. And like, I was traumatized by this. Like, this incident like really traumatized me. And like emotionally, like kind of like scarred me in a sense, because I was, first off, when you guys say, oh, you could have worked out and get the same results, like, I've been working out, like, don't Like, don't. If you haven't really gone through this process, you don't understand and you can't relate. Like, I was working out before then. You know, I started working out in the winter time, and I stopped in March because you have to be a certain BMI, body mass index, a certain weight for your height that matches your height, and I did it perfectly. And then I had to stop working out and eating healthy mid-March to gain weight for the surgery so I would have enough fat to be transferred. Gain weight. And that process made me super sick. It made me kind of depressed because working out, you know, the endorphins, it makes you happy, all that stuff. I had to literally be like a sloth. So gaining weight to then not me thinking, you know, I'm going to be snatched. It's going to be transferred to my ass. I'm going to have that big booty that I've always wanted, you know. It literally was stripped away. And like this month, I've been trying to, you know, like get my groove back, but it's been so hard. I haven't left the house in like a whole month. And that sounds so depressing, but I'm not gonna lie, yeah, I'm depressed. I was depressed. And like, if you haven't really like experienced like what being depressed is, like, I don't want to hear it. You can't tell somebody, oh, you know, you need to get outside, you need to go ahead and just like want to do like better. No, like that's like, I don't want to hear any of that. Like, you don't get it, you don't understand. Like, that shit really like traumatized my mental, yo. Like, it really did me dirty. And people are like, oh, like your self-image and your self-worth. Like, it has nothing to do with that. Like, I know I'm bomb. It has nothing to do with me being bomb, being pretty, my confidence level, nothing. Like, what I wanted and dreamed and hoped for so bad. Like, this has to deal with not only that, but like my career. Like, this was supposed to be the starting of my career. I could not, like, I would have prioritized earlier. You know, gotten a job before I graduated. I couldn't even do that because I wasn't supposed to be working because I am of my healing time. Like, it really screwed, like a domino effect. It screwed with so much. And like, when I tell you, like, it is literally, it's been so hard these couple of weeks. So hard. And I'm just trying to take it with a grain of salt. But I literally, like, people are like, why haven't you been posting? You've been ghost, you've been in Miami, you've just been different, you've been distant. Like, yeah, because I've been to myself. Because every time, like, I don't even want to like talk about it because like nobody else is gonna understand it unless you've been through the situation. But this is so hard to explain because I know with every ounce in me, 100%, I have this feeling within me that God, like, literally told me if I would have gotten that surgery, I was supposed to die on that table. Like, I was supposed to die. And it's so scary to think about. Like, I literally was supposed to die. Like, I feel like every ounce of me, I was supposed to die on that table. But God's grace and his divine, he was like, nah, daughter, like, it's not time yet. And I know, like, I should be thanking him and stuff like that for, like, allowing me, like, I sound like selfish, but literally my heart broke. My heart literally broke, and I've been trying for, like, I literally tried to do this video a couple of days after. I couldn't do it last week, 2 weeks ago. Like, I just couldn't. But my big loud mouth decided to put it out there, so I might as well. Because I wasn't at that place. Like I said, I've been so depressed. It's not even funny. Like, I don't joke about stuff like that. Like, when it comes to mental health and my mental sanity, like it's literally so sad that I haven't been out in a month, and it's been driving my family crazy. Like, they have no empathy or sympathize with me. Like, they just look at it as, you didn't get an ass, get over it. Like, they don't care. And it's sad because they're low-key the ones, I don't want to say that, I don't have any, like, I've learned to love my body. Like, I love the way that I am. I embrace who I am. But growing up, it's sad to say, like, I'm not trying to bash them, but like, oh, you know, I'm just gonna be honest. Like, this is so hard because I'm being so authentic, and I'm not holding back. But growing up, when you've been emotionally and physically abused and been told your whole life, like, not your whole life, but like, what was it, like 6 years of my life, that, you know, basically like, oh, you can do better, you know, you're not good enough, or there's just so much, like, I can't even, like, really go into, because, like I said, like, I've healed from that, and I don't want to look back on it, because I've moved so much forward, and I've progressed so much. But, like, some of the shit said was really messed up, and would mess up any kid's head. But I had to grow up so fast, and, like, this was this one thing for me, you know, like, that I could do for myself. And, like, yeah, like, it really, like, I'm upset by it. I'm not gonna lie. So I've come to the conclusion that I'm not going to get this surgery, at least not now anyways, because I am going to try something else. So just pray for me within the journey that I'm doing. And literally, like I said, every day is a battle. But I really didn't understand, like, what they were talking about when they say, yo, once you graduate college, like, that depression hits you hard. Because it's like, I expected myself to be at a certain point and place in my life, and, like, the fact that I'm, like, stuck is like, yo, that hits hard. That hits so hard. And it's like, yo, sometimes you get tired of having to be strong all the time, you know? You just want to break down and just, like, but I know I'm a fighter. I'll get through this. I'll get over this hurdle. It's just, I need my time to just, it's okay to soak, but you need to get back up. So, but yeah, that's my truth. That's why I haven't been, I don't know, like, out and about. Like, when it comes down to social media is like what I would call your demo reel. For those of you who don't know what a demo reel is what mostly actors, but like entertainers, use to highlight and accentuate their talent. So actors use a demo reel to showcase their talents for it's their best parts of, like, any commercials, television, or film that they were in. You make it into synopsis, like, the best parts. So it's like a demo reel of your life, literally the best parts of your life. And I wasn't ready to share that, but now, I guess, as kind of healing, this is me going into the next chapter, and I'm terrified because I don't know what's next, and I hate not knowing, because I hate not having control, because I'm such a control freak, and just not having control of something freaks me out and just gives me anxiety, and I'm just, I don't know. But I thank God that, you know, He saved me, because, like I said, I know that if Dr. What am I calling him? Accent Nice would have went through, I was supposed to die on that table, guys. I know I was supposed to die on that table, and it really hits me, because I even went back the next day after I got my surgery. After I woke up, you know, the next day, because I remember when I was younger, I had a biopsy done already on my birthmark, and I told Dr. Accent Nice, it was like, I had a biopsy done already, like, makes no sense. And he was like, all right, let me talk to the manager of the establishment to see they're okay with me going forward. I'll do it tomorrow. And when they called the manager was like, nah, like, because of the whole, like I said, the girl dying not so long ago from a different surgery place. It was just, yeah. So, like I said, I just have to come to terms with it and just be okay with the fact that it wasn't meant to be, and move on. But thank you guys for listening to my story, listening to my truth, and I appreciate it. Emotionally, I think I'm better because I can talk about it verbally and articulate it without breaking down. So what's the next chapter? I don't know. Once I'll figure out. I hope I figure it out. But thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe down below, and I appreciate all your guys' support. So, besos. I'm out.